There's the beach, all nice and clean, taking us all around the land they call Thailand. And where am I today? Well, I've met up with a great friend of mine, Kev, and we're gonna sit on this beach and watch the sunset. Sorry, it's a bit windy, I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully the microphone can knock all that wind noise out. Who's that strange looking man? Yeah. I think it's going to be a very good one. Hey look, I'll show you the room while I'm here. Alright. Nice double bed. It's a nice room. And most importantly, it's right next to the beach. Yeah. Make sure I get some good angles of it. Oh man, yeah, look at that. This isn't even on the island, this is on the mainland. It's about 2 hours from Cathedral. Green lights in the sea. They're looking for squid. They're boats looking for squid. And, they set up like a whole formation along here. No squid shall pass. Busy, busy, busy ants. There's more holes everywhere. Crabbies. Poor crabs are scared of me. They run in their little holes. Yeah, these are crab holes. Don't worry crabs, I don't like seafood. You get a little glimpse of them if you're quick enough. Well, they're not come back out yet. Yeah, so this isn't something you see in Thailand very often. Catholic Cathedral. This one over here dates to the year 19. Just getting out of the bike's way. And this dates to 1909. So quite, well, very new in terms of cathedrals. the French had a very big presence here. Well, they took land just around this area. They took a lot of land and did some pretty horrific stuff. Not in 1909 so much, but before. I'm not entirely sure if the French were here still in 1909. I have to find it out. I know that the Thai people took land off the French, back off the French when the Nazis took control of France, which is considerably later than 1909. But they took land back off them, and well, just because it was a good opportunity to, because, you know, France were weak at that time, and they took advantage of the situation, and rightly so, really. And this over here, there's actually quite a lot of Catholic cathedrals in this area, and I don't know if that's the French influence doing that over the years, but I should imagine it is, because it's not really usual to see a cathedral in Thailand. You might get the odd church, but not really a cathedral. There you've got the Virgin Mary over there. I'm going to get out a bit so I can show you what it looks like from the front. I didn't know I was coming here till about an hour ago, so I've done a bit of research, but obviously limited. I think that speedboat's seen better days. Oh dear, what happened there? These are really old, traditional looking Thai houses over here. See if I can zoom in a bit. Yeah, they really are. On the old wooden stalls there, on the side of the road, side of the river even, not the road. Yeah. Lovely. Come on in there. And just next to the cathedral. I reckon this river would be an absolutely beautiful river to go down on a boat on, definitely. Not that boat though. I don't think I'll take that one. Oh, I wonder if they do river tours. Yeah, I didn't know about this place in Thailand till recently, so I mean, even looking down there, that looks absolutely beautiful down the whole. Right, let me pause for a second. Yeah, even the alleyways, really nice. I'm really liking this place. Just the alleyways selling stuff over here. Is that an information point? Just brighten it a bit for you. The sun's very bright at the moment, so you can imagine the shadows are very, well, dark. And speaking of the bright sun, I am going to have to go inside somewhere, or else I'm going to look like a lobster soon. Oh look, there's another church over there. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's not open till 1 o'clock, so might grab a little coffee. Got a cafe just there. It's 12:15. You can see that clock up there. Alright, done some research online. TripAdvisor is pretty much where I got most of my information from. In fact, I didn't realise till I looked on there that there's like a whole waterfront community here on that river there. There's national parks, there's temples, there's a reclining Buddha, there's even a maritime museum, and I found all that information out on TripAdvisor. I've actually searched quite a few sites, and tours here are very far and few between, so you don't get many tours this area, which means that it's not really on a tourist map, which is a good thing really. Most people when they come to Thailand, they want to have a beach holiday. They go to the south where Phuket is, and go around the islands over there really. But there is other options. You can go to Bangkok and you can go to Pattaya there, and there's an island off that called Koh Larn that's very nice, very beautiful and scenic. And you can come down south to where we are at the moment in Chanthaburi and go to Chao Lao beach, just on the side, what you just saw earlier in this video. And you can even continue that and go to Rayong and go to the island over there called Koh Chang. That's a very beautiful beach. And they're kind of a lot less busier, a lot less touristy. So if you want a beach holiday but you can't be dealing with the loads and loads of tourists that come, then I recommend you just go to Bangkok, you rent a car and you just do that journey that I said there. That's if you want to avoid the crowds and you want a nice beach holiday, that's a good one there. So what I'll do is I'll put a link for rental cars in the description. Rental cars, they compare the rental car companies, and they compare the ones in Bangkok and Pattaya, which is the ones that I'll leave the links for. But if you want to change the location of where you want to rent a car, you can just do that on the website. So yeah, it compares all the rental cars and you can get the best deal that way, and you're better off just driving and doing it yourself. If you want to stay where we stayed in Chao Lao Beach, that hotel there, I'll leave a link for that hotel in the description too. You can book it via Agoda, which is a Bangkok-based version of booking.com. They tend to get the best deals in Thailand. If you're unsure about the hotel, Archery actually spends all day going around hotels and we get dragged along with her. And it was actually Kev's recommendation to begin with, was the hotel that we ended up. There are newer ones, but this is one that you get a great view of the sunset, you know, so it's a good hotel. And if you want to research the area more, then TripAdvisor is your best bet, what I've just been telling you there. And they review the local restaurants and they review the hotels and they review the locations, and they also got a load of tours on there that you can do. If you don't want to rent a car, then someone can pick you up from your hotel and show you around the area. So you don't have to brave getting a car yourself and driving in Thailand, because it can be quite mad. But yeah, you can get a tour, you can book that via TripAdvisor. There are other tour websites that you can book from, but I haven't really found many in this area that we're in Chanthaburi. So yeah, I recommend that you go and check out the links that I've given you. And if you do that too, you do help support me, because I do market these companies and I market many other tour companies. And yeah, but these are the ones that I recommend for this area. So help support me, support you by using my links, and I'll very much appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, they told me I'm not allowed a tripod here. I don't really know why, but anyway, I can use my hand. Kev tells me that this roof here, because it's not pointy and it's kind of like a boat shape, I guess, that this is what the French do. So it's probably very likely that it's French influence doing this. But absolutely beautiful cathedral. I've seen one like this colour before. Very beautiful. Joseph and Jesus, I guess. This one's got to be the man himself. Yeah, very beautiful cathedral. There's Mary up there. Alright, so it turns out the reason that there is some Catholicism in the area is because of the Vietnamese that at that time were fleeing persecution in Vietnam for being Catholics themselves. But, you know, at the time, Vietnam was a French colony, and that is ultimately where they got their Catholic roots from, in Vietnam, so I was kind of right. You're trying to get in, mate. Here we have Thaksin, and back when Ayutthaya was a big city and powerhouse of this area, the Burmese attacked all towns, settlements and everything, and including Ayutthaya was burnt to the ground, and it caused chaos in Thailand. A lot of civil war and fighting between all kinds of war chiefs, and caused a lot of mayhem, but ultimately this guy came out on top and founded what is modern day Thailand, Siam at the time, and made Bangkok the capital. So he's really like the founder of modern Thailand, and Thaksin. Okay, Archie, how do I pronounce that?
Huh?
How do I pronounce this?
Cookie guy.
Cookie guy, meaning
It's a
prison
jail.
poo chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the story of the French that occupied the area, came up with this really horrific torture idea for the Thais who didn't like being occupied. They called them anti-French. Ended up in this prison over here. I don't think they were anti-French as much as just not wanting to be occupied, really. And it's really a horrible story of what they did was put chicken at the top and the prisoners in the bottom, and the chicken would poo all over the prisoners, and the aroma would be really acidic and it would burn their eyes and their throats, and it was meant to be a very painful torture for the Thais. Yeah, pretty barbaric. 1983 it was built, so not that old. 1893, yeah, not that. Good point. Yeah, not that long, not that little while ago. Well, you know, the whole world will know about it. Yeah. Barbaric story.